Hi everyone. Hi. I was waiting for the ad, but then the ad never came, so you know. That do just be how it be. But hi Yiggy, thank you for the first. Oh fuck, my model's broke. What the fuck? What the fuck? What happened to my model? Hi Liza. Yeah, I think the ad is edging, yeah. Oh, nice nugget. Oh, we're back. Okay, there we go. I said, what happened to my model? I know exactly what happened to my model. I didn't have my phone turned on. My phone screen was off. I'm doing okay. I'm actually kind of sick today. So my energy levels might be a tad bit off. I'm doing my best to push through, but sometimes your girl just gets sick. You know what I mean? I finished the mall today. Oh, fuck yeah. That's actually what I'm currently doing. I think I'm like one floor away from being done. So I'll probably finish that today, and then, I don't know, we'll find something else to do. Gore recommended a game for me to play, so I might try that next. Oh, there's the ad. See, I knew it was coming. I knew it was. I just had to fucking sit and wait on it for a minute. It wanted to take its time, you know? And I get it. You can't force something to happen, but still. Could have been a little faster, you know what I mean? But whatever. How are all y'all doing today? Hopefully the answer is good. Hopefully everybody's doing good. It's got 13 floors. Oh, I'm on 11. Almost 12 though, so I'm pretty much almost done. It only says 12 floors. You would be surprised by how many things you could actually force. I guess that is true, yeah. I suppose it is a true statement. I've never really thought about it, if you want me to be completely honest. Oh, 12. Okay, so it does have 12 floors. Okay, cool. Then I am almost done. Bum, 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 bum. I'm listening to my own music. Y'all can't hear my shit. Oh, Gore, thank you so much for petting chat. Everybody, lick Gore across the face as a thank you for giving y'all pets. I think he'd appreciate it. But yeah, no, I'm a bit sick today. My vibes are a little off. I'm working on it. I promise. I'm doing my best. But I hope everybody's doing a good day. Give us music? No. I need to rebirth, but it costs 10 trillion? Yeah, no, I'm not doing all that shit. That's not happening. That's not happening. Once I beat the base game, I'm done. I don't rebirth. I don't do that shit. Gore, what are you saying for? What happened? What happened? My ex is my buddy. What happened, Gore? I don't want to be licked, but that's how we say thank you. Bye, Liza. Thanks for coming for a little bit. It was nice to see you again. I love when people, like, show up for, like, one stream and then they just, like, keep showing up afterwards. I'm like, aw. It's so nice. Jesus Christ. So much shit. Ah! Jesus. What was that? Oh, it's like a cubicle? Huh. I see. Very weird, very strange. Bye, Eliza. Alright, chat. It's just us. It's just us OGs. How much dick y'all suck lately? Alright, so I have a quest from this guy to get more stores. I have to show him a haircut that I got, and I tried it earlier off stream, and it just didn't work. and I just looked ugly. So I gotta figure out how to get us to work. Cause this, oh my god, Evo with them big ass fucking shoes. What are those? Oh, sir, you just have a knife? All right. But like, I can make myself look like a freak. So it says, show Marty a haircut from your beautician store. This is the only haircut store I think you have. So I get a fresh cut. Hell yeah. And then I go outside to show Marty. And for whatever reason, it doesn't work. I'm like, hey, yo, Marty, check out my cut. And then he said, come back when you complete the quest. So now I'm just stuck with this ugly ass cut. I think you specifically have to have a beautician store. Oh. I don't think I do. Somehow. I don't know. We're gonna take it floor per floor. Alright, so there's Pamper Palace. I've tried that. Mags. The Rose Spa. Like, I can't buy anything here. Okay. Blockbuster. We sell food. That's Cool Cuts. That's where I got my haircut from. I want a different haircut. Thank you. I'll take the afro. From the front, it's not great, but from the side, it's fine. And then Suffuse is all shirts. That's a skin thing. Ice cream, music. I don't know. Measure Mart, caps, groovy smoothies, fresh catch. That's a fish place. Massage, lipstick, hats. A hat can't even save me. Then we got candy, we got a building place, a grocery store, watches, pepperoni pizza, appliance store, rugs, perfumes, sports shoes, scarves, soaps. Books, hats, clocks. Diner, ice cream, dental. God damn. Tools, dresses, eye tech, arcade, candles, more scarves. I have a lot of scarf stores. Sunglasses, Peach Palette. Which I think that's a lipstick store. There's a hair care store that I just opened. But I don't think that counts either because I tried that earlier, all nice and soapy, and it didn't count. And this is all lipstick. So, And we got shoes, we got groceries. Man. I don't know, dude. I don't know what I'm doing wrong. Y'all having a good time with the fish? Alright, we need more electronic stores. Oh yeah, that's not really an option, huh? Hi, Demon! How are you? How's the pegging been? 'Cause I'm him. To me, though, that's just a demon. I mean, yeah. You be pegging no matter what. Alright, I gotta wait for a minute. Man, I've got the tallest fucking mall out here right now. So this is the last floor, the 12th floor. So this floor is probably gonna take me a minute to get through. Oh, is that what you're known for, Yiggy? Is that what it is? I've never heard. I've never heard. Oh, you know Yiggy the Pegger. You know, I don't think I've ever heard that. I don't think anybody's ever gone. You know Yiggy, right? The Pegger. Like I don't think that's something anybody's ever told me. But maybe I'm just the one that wasn't like properly informed. Trees are in fact known for pegging. I guess that's true. You know, you make a good point. Maybe I overthought it. I feel like I keep smelling my daughter's shit. And I'm terrified. What is happening to my nose? Peg legs are canonically made from wood. Is she pegging people with peg legs? I sure fucking hope not. That sounds like a bad time for everyone involved. No, don't smile. Wait a minute. Don't wait. Hang on. Wait a minute. Yeah, that would hurt. What the fuck? Huh? I look better with no hair. Do y'all think I look better with no hair? Cause I'll take the hair off my model. I'll be bald. Should I make a redeem that y'all can do to bald me with my new model when it's done? So y'all can just strip me bald. Gore, no. Gore, no. Gore. No. Car parts? What the fuck? Car parts? In the mall? The max I can get is 13 inches. Alright, size queen. Don't gotta fucking, what is it called? Low-key brag. Damn. God damn. God damn. Can y'all even hear the music, or is it just like very faint? Hi. Store's not open yet. Y'all are shopping for nothing. Is it's a good volume? Oh, okay. I did crank it a little bit, but before you said that, so I'm just gonna leave it cranked a bit. Alright, there you go. Now y'all can actually buy shit in here if y'all would like. Sorry, I didn't realize I could just walk into stores that weren't open yet. Whee! Oh man, I love it when my people pay me. We need more clothing stores. Alright, we'll drop an accessories store here, I think. I mean, I got dental. I got dental? Chat, do y'all have dental? Because I've got dental in the mall. Have any of y'all gone to the mall to go to your dentist appointment before? It hits a little different, I think. Alright, fuck me. I didn't think that those would... I don't have dental insurance. Oh god, me neither, honestly. We're so fucked, dude. You don't need dental insurance in the mall. It's the mall. You just walk in. Right? That's how that works? Also, by the way, I haven't had dinner yet, chat. So when dinner is ready, I will be eating on stream. I'll make it a nice ASMR experience the way I know y'all like it, you know? All right. See, the malls around us have like barber shops and shit in them, which is definitely something. Gore, Gore's being too weird for me today. I'm too sick to be this weird. How's the fishing going? Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Fuck you. Alright. Ooh, salmon. It's a salmon. Mmm. Damn, I've upset the masses. 353, okay. I've upset the masses. We have to please them. Hold up. Taco store. Where's this taco store been all my life? Guys, what's your favorite place to get tacos from? Quick. Cause I'm a bitch. Already rich. I'm just looking for that party sucks. I'm about to ditch. Don't even try to give me shit. I earn the right to be like this. You say you love me? That's funny. Cause so do I. I'm just looking for a joyride. Joyride. I'm just looking for a good time tonight. Beep beep bitch, I'm outside getting loser for the joyride. Beep beep folks at the ride getting loser for the joyride. I make my own. Okay, that's a valid answer. Taco Bell's pretty good. I'm pretty partial to Taco Bueno. They got me through my pregnancy. So, getting loser for the joyride. Reach your eyes on the road. Labeled whore, but I'm tired of wearing clothes. You want kids? Well, I am mother. I earn the right to be like this. Joyride. I'm just looking for a good time tonight. That looks like an old taco place. It's raining tacos. Get in, loser, for the joyride. Why do some of these bitches not have faces? I'm a little startled, actually. Beep, beep. Center right. Get in, loser, for the joyride. They don't even, cause I'm a bitch. I'm a bitch. I'm a bitch. They don't need, cause I'm a bitch. I've had exhausting 2 weeks. Like, they were good weeks, but I'm tired. I proposed 2 weeks ago. Oh, congratulations! And now I'm picking up my adopted son from the airport in 2 hours. Damn! You are living a life. But, like, also congrats. Because it doesn't sound like it's a bad one at all. And I love that for you. But also, yes, that is so much shit. To happen in 2 weeks. I just had an 11-hour shift. No, thank you. I do not miss those. Oh. Oh. Yeah, no, I do not miss those long ass shifts for real. Hmm. Okay. 485. Yippee! Yeah, no, I do not miss those long ass shifts for sure. So, I will say I'm not jealous of you when it comes to that. Oh, you pink too? Congrats. Oh, look at him. You can see him down there getting their parking lot organized. Oh, look at that. Look at that parking lot. I've had a 20-hour one. Yeah, no, absolutely not. Look at them getting their parking lot all set up down there. How cute. I found out recently that people play this game like on their phones. And I was like, how? I love having my big old PC screen. I couldn't imagine playing this without my PC screen. Oh, oops. Almost forgot to buy water. There we go. There we go. There we go, gang. Beautiful. Get you with the punk tactics. I don't remember the amount of times I finished this Tycoon. I love Tycoon games, man. Honestly, today's probably just gonna be a Tycoon stream because, like, I am, like, exhausted. Being sick has taken so much energy out of me. Oh, we don't have a lifeguard in this small pool? That doesn't seem very safe, but that's fine. I'm sure I'm not gonna catch a lawsuit for that. Whatever. Get me away from me today, I promise. Oh, look at that. They got their parking lot all set up. All their cars. Nobody is coming here to save you. I did enough. It's you. No one looked good with me but you. It's you. No one looked good with me but you. Girl, you got me falling when I think you're not true. I don't wanna dive in. Girl, you got me falling when I think about you. I don't wanna run it. I need 2 bill. Alright. We're just waiting for 2 bill. I'm kind of just looking around. Yeah, no, I don't know why I'm so sick all of a sudden. I'm the only one that's sick. And it's killing me, but I feel so bad taking days off stream. But also, plus I really like to stream. So, like, I don't want to take days off if I feel good enough to sit down. Hi, Dog Ant! I think it's just my chronic illness flaring up, honestly. Hold on, I'm gonna look something up real quick. We're gonna look up POTS symptoms. Ooh. Fatigue, lightheadedness, fainting, fast heart rate, nausea, anxiety, blurred vision. Ooh. Damn. Man, did you know POTS is fairly common, actually? I've had it for, like, most of my life, and I actually didn't know. Yeah, dizziness, fainting, forgetfulness, oh, brain fog, heart palpitations, exhaustion, fatigue, constant feelings of nervousness or anxiousness, shakiness, shortness of breath, chest pain, headaches, feeling sick, bloating, disrupted sleep. POTS symptoms get worse. Being in warm environments, standing frequently, participating in strenuous exercise when you're already sick, during your period if you are a period having person. That's crazy. Also, so People normally have to have 3,000 milligrams of sodium. People with POTS have to have 10,000 milligrams. Which is crazy. $10,000. I feel like that's so much sodium. But maybe not. Maybe you're just sodium deficient. I might be. Damn, my mall has been declared its own country. That's crazy. What's POTS? It is a it is a chronic illness that causes your heart rate to act funky. So your heart just doesn't really act the way it's supposed to. And it causes fainting usually. But it also can do a lot of other really rough stuff to your body. Um Sorry. But I think I'm in the middle of an episode. And so I think that's why like I'm just like like it's like hard to catch my breath. It's like hard to catch my breath and I'm like heavy breathing. And like lightheaded today. So I think it's just I had something fucky with my heart when I was a kid and luckily it went away. That's a good thing, honestly. Honestly, I think I should probably eat too. I haven't eaten since this morning for breakfast. So that's probably why I'm also having an episode is because I haven't eaten. Man, look at all these other people's malls. They're getting so big. Goodness. But yeah, no, I haven't eaten in a while, so that's probably why I'm feeling like so gross right now. Such is the ways. I need to eat. Well, nah, I'm not gonna get up and grab food right now. Plus, I don't even know what food we have that I would want. Nothing sounds good. I've reached that point where like nothing sounds good. Yeah, if you wouldn't mind bringing me a snack, I'd appreciate it. Thank you. I need 10 bill to get this trophy. Wow, look at the moon. I need to eat food, but everything is frozen. Oh no. I hate when that happens. I hate when I forget to like unfreeze stuff. I'm so fucking pissed that this guy down here will not accept my haircut. I got my haircut just for him and he won't accept it. Like, what the fuck, bro? What the fuck, bro? Do I have to go show it to another person's? Oh, maybe I have to show my haircut to somebody else. Hold on, let me go show my haircut to this guy over here. They gonna take your face off? No. God, I run so slow. I feel like we get nowhere fast in this game. Check out my hair. Oh! Why would it kill me? Yeah, the mobile update's the fucking worst. I literally hate it. I think it's one of the worst things Twitch has ever done. Why? Oh, he has it. Oh. Why does he have it like that? Is that how you close your mall? You just open up lasers? Why don't you want me in your mall? It prevents thieves from coming in. I'm not a thief! Why did I get got? Why did I get got? Man, look at all these clean duckies. Yeah, racial profiling at the other people's mall. What the hell? Like, what the fuck? Who's on the board? It always sounds like they're saying, like, dick, 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 dick. Damn. 15 rebirths? Some of y'all just sit on this game all day, huh? No jobs. No wives. Oh my god. No love. Like, just Roblox. Eat. I'm on the side of eating food. You know, I'm pretty proud of my. I'm gonna go up the down escalator. I can faster. I'm faster. Oh yeah. I want a hat. Give me a hat. Oh fuck yes. Just if you grab whatever's frozen and stick it in a sink full of water for like an hour, and then you will have food. I promise. We are 2 billion away from what we need. My hat is so sick. My hat is so sick. Chose me. Oh yeah, you can make a sandwich. Hell yeah. The power of sandwiches. Alright, we're almost there, gang. Bum 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 bum. Minecraft. Sorry, I like zoned out for a second. I got really into just like swinging my little butt around. Oh, there's somebody else here now. Oh, there's new people. I was playing with Shrek earlier, and it was an honor. It was an honor to meet the Shrek while I was playing Roblox. Like, it was insane. I was like, damn. I get to meet the Shrek. Like, that's crazy. Like, damn. Okay. 10 Billy. And we're gonna grab a little more just to make sure we're good. Okay. Up we get. God damn it. Hold on. Up we get. We touched it. Rebirth time. Board game, camera store, builder store, pharmacy, dad store? The fuck is the dad store? And there goes the mall. What the fuck? Keep the first 3 legendary stores. Oh. Faster tips? Let's keep the stores too. Nice. Oh, so you literally just start over from the beginning. But you start with more money and you make more money this time around, so it happens faster. Oh! Now it works? Jewelry store, one-time use, inventory. Okay. Alright, bet. We need the elevator, we need the lights, we need the plants. Oh, so I guess just the faster you do it. Build any store to get started. Alright, let's start with skincare. As nice as it is being here alone, I have no schedule. Yeah, you kind of have to learn how to like make your own schedules when you're by yourself. Alright, we need... Alright. It definitely is something that like it's kind of hard to like teach yourself, but like once you do, like it gets to be a lot easier. Man, you can just like we need electronics and general stores. We're gonna build a seafood store. I don't really like the idea of having a seafood store on the first floor, but you know, whatever. You do what you gotta do sometimes. My day's been okay. I've been sick, so... So I'm kind of like low energy today. Which is why we're just playing, Roblox and not really doing a whole lot else. We're just playing kind of random Roblox games. It's just because this is something I can do and I can talk and it doesn't, like, feel like it's draining me. If that makes sense. I will not eat that. I will not eat that. I don't care. I'm not eating that. Absolutely not. Thank you, though. Huh? I mean, that's fine, I guess. Sure, yeah. Sorry, Gore's trying to get me food. Because I'm like lightheaded. I'm having an episode, so he's trying to get me food to help, and he brought me a single nugget from McDonald's, but I don't eat McDonald's nuggets. I think they're really gross. Hi, Morrison, how are you? Thank you. She looks hurt that you're handing these to me. Oh, she already ate some? Okay. She looks hurt. Sorry, Gore's bringing me food so I don't faint while sitting at my fucking desk. But he's giving me the leftovers of what the baby had for her snack. And he's holding the baby and she looks hurt that he's handing me her food. Is it a beach episode? Fuck yeah. Hell yeah, it is. Oh. It's a beach episode where the bad bitch faints and gets rescued by the hot chick. You know what I mean, right? Y'all have seen those, right? It's one of those. You know? It keeps making sounds. Oh, I love old houses that make sounds. They have lives. Personalities. I love that shit. How you doing, Morrison, though? Sorry, I'm like trying to like slowly eat these fries. Thank God they have salt on them. Alright, all you bitches are trapped in my mall. Playing 100 Baby Challenge again? Fuck yeah. I wanted to do Sims today, but I'm fighting for my life against my chronic illness today. So My actual house is over 200 years old. I love that shit. I adore old houses. Ugh. Sorry, I'm just like, ugh. I'm drained. I'm fighting it. Oh shit. I just flung a fry. I didn't mean to. But it definitely did happen. Where do I start? Alright. We're gonna try something else. Gore wanted me to try Jailbreak, I think. So let's see. I'm imagining it's this first one. So, let's see. I want to be a criminal. Fuck that. I don't want to be a cop. Are those gunshots? Alright. Alright, let's see. It's yard time? What if I don't want it to be yard time? I'm so hungry. Can you help me? Yeah, I got you. I got you. No drug dog Peach? Absolutely not. I refuse to work for the cops. Mutt babies went to prison? Well, you know. Such is the life. Alright. This might help you in your escape. Thank you. What the fuck are we doing, gang? Alright. The flashlight might help me in my escape. Oh! I busted my legs. Alright. I know I'm trying to break out of prison. I'm trying to look around the prison first. I want an idea of like shit. Okay. I'm trying to get like an idea of like where everything is, how it all works. Okay. Most wanted? Oh shit. Oh, I see. Okay. So you can drop a rope from your helicopter to pick up players. Alright, so this is the prison yard. Would you stop it? Stop touching me. Oh! Ow! You know, I didn't know what that was. Fucking, it's a grenade. I thought it was a flashlight. My bad. Alright. Wait, what the fuck? Ain't it? Ain't it? What the fuck? Turtles? Oh, it's the Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles. I was like, what the fuck? Huh! I did get blown the fuck up. I didn't know what it was. In my defense. Oh god. Get me the fuck out of here. Ugh. Ugh. Alright. Teenage Mutant Normal drop ahead. Okay. What the fuck? It's so loud! Oh shit, there's a car. Alright, baby! We out! We free as fuck, boys! Now you commit crimes? Oh. I didn't realize that was an option. I'm looking around. I'm trying to get an idea. If I tell you a secret, will you keep it? What game is this? Jailbreak? Damn. Alright, let's go get a gun. I want a gun. Come teach Peach what to do? Absolutely not. Let me figure it out. What the fuck's happening down this way? Oh. What the fuck? The tomb is not open yet. Okay, well I lost my car, I guess. Uh... Alright, there we go. We're riding through the dunes, gang. I want the gun. How the fuck do I get to the gun? There's a gun over here. You ever play the Dead by Daylight clone? I have not. Oh, does the gun mean that there's a robbery happening? Oh, fuck. I can actually get a gun. All right. All right. I can buy a dog? I need money to buy a dog. Alright, time to go back to the big city, commit a crime. I guess. I guess? I'm not really sure. I'm kind of just driving. I think I live my life in hysteria. God damn, motherfucker. I'm like, is there anywhere good to rob? Ah. How do I break in? Help me break in. I don't know how it works. Oh, do you just punch it? Hi, King! How are you? I think I need bombs. I don't have bombs. Damn. Well. I'm doing okay. I'm kind of sick. Hi, Cookie! I'm fighting off my chronic illness today, so... If I'm low energy... It's because I'm literally fighting for my life. My babies have gone rogue! Yeah, I got a gun. I'm really not sure who gave me a gun. Man, my car's still there, too. I'm trying to eat a little bit to see if that helps. Oh, thank you for the headbats. I'm trying to eat a little bit, see if that helps. But we are... Me and my illness are duking it out today, so... This car is so fucking fast. Alright. You said you could rob the donut shop? Why? What did I deserve? I haven't even done anything. I'm just looking. God damn it. God damn it. God damn it. I got. Yeah, I just want a fucking donut. What the fuck, dude? I'm sorry, I didn't realize wanting a donut was a fucking federal crime now. Yeah, I guess wanting a donut is a fucking federal crime now. You can break out in multiple ways. I know, but I already know the sewers. Ow. Wow, I just fucking did the splits and everything. You ever just do this? Oh. Alright, we're shuffling. We're fine. Alright, gotta land. Damn. Springtrap's not having a good time down there. Sucks to be him. Alright. What if I just want to live down here? Rip your dick and balls a nap. It's fun. It's funny. Haha. Alright, I'm out. Give me my fucking car back. Alright. I will rob this donut shop, and you will not stop me. God damn it! I'm just out here! Fuck this. Fuck this. I'm just out here, and I'm getting arrested. Some bullshit. I'm gonna make plushies and prove my dad wrong. You need a gun? I had a gun. I got 30 bucks in cash. What the fuck? What the fuck? Go away. Who is getting beat the fuck up outside? Get fabrics. On it. Add fabrics. Process the fabric into a plushie. Hi, Eliza. Welcome back. Wow, look at that. We're making plushies. I like that the plushie just changes. Alright. Sell the plushie to someone on the street. Oh, I literally just go out into the street and I'm like, hey, babes. You want a plush? You want a plush? Nice. Oh, it's like the police sim where or it's like the jail one where you have to like not get the shit beat out of you. I remember that. Yeah. Yeah, it's like the prison one. I have no idea what the fuck that is. Hire Taylor Swift? I don't- okay, no, this isn't gonna work for me. There's too much on the screen. There's too much on the screen. I need something that does not have that much shit on the screen. Alright, let's see. Try Blocks Fruit. I don't really want to play any of the like action games, Gore. Let's try Daycare Tycoon. Gore, I don't have the energy for any of those like action games right now. I'm so low energy, it's not even funny. Alright. Oh, what the fuck? Thank you for the hydrate. Alright, let's start building. Come over here and build your floor. Continue this process as you build your daycare. Yeah, you can play. That's fine. I don't care. Roblox is a free-for-all for anybody who wants to hop in. Alright. We gotta get some fucking walls up. And spray it yellow, I guess? I don't really know, like, what good that does. Maybe the yellow ones, like, bring in more money? I have no idea. Oh yeah, they do bring in a little bit more money. Huh. Alright, we got factory stools. Alright, I guess get the red one. Oh. Oh, all of this is like as you like run around. Oh, interesting. Okay. Grab a classroom. Wow, okay. Oh yeah, and then you do get more money for more, like the more you spray. Ah. Oh, nice. Okay, this is a doable tycoon. I can do this. This is. All right, let's see. Wow. Okay, so how much does everything cost out here? Toddler room, nap room, girls room. I don't have any students yet, so I'm not making any extra money off kids. Sorry, that sounded weird. It kind of sounds like a weird statement. We do need exterior walls. Okay. And we definitely need to start working on classroom stuff. Because you gotta make money off these kids, right? It's not really child labor. Like, daycare is not really child labor, but like we can find a way to make it sound like child labor, you know? Exactly. The kids gotta work hard if they want their candy and Roblox cards. I'm really glad you get it. I'm really glad you get it, Outcast. Alright. Very nice. I will build this daycare from the ground up. Child labor tycoon? Yeah. The daycare is a front. It's actually child labor tycoon. There's no populate? Ah, okay. I will populate the daycare in a moment. Apparently Deep Space Tycoon is good and My Prison. Okay. Well, we'll go check those out. Remember, it's not slavery if we pay them. Yeah, we're paying them in M&Ms. Exactly. This is perfect. This is absolutely fantastic, team. I'm so glad we are all in agreement of what needs to be done here. So if I populate the daycare, do I have to... like, actually take care of these kids, or, I've got baby food in my hands, so I think I do. I think I am expected to take care of these children. Huh. That's, definitely something. I like this game. Yeah, it's definitely something. So our capacity is 17 currently. However, 18 now. Should I be populating it with babies? Alright, we're adding babies. Where the fuck are the babies? Hi, babies. It's nap time. Where are the babies going? Oh no. Oh god, the babies are running towards the street. Oh god, I need front doors and... oh Jesus, the babies! Oh my god. Oh my god, I was unprepared for the babies. Gang, we were underprepared. Don't touch them, it's survival of the fittest. I hate to be the bearer of bad news. I think we were not quite prepared to care for all of these children. Hold on. What's wrong? What's wrong? Eat, 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 eat. Why can't I walk around while I feed them? Alright, I fed Mason. Fuck it up, Mason. Alright, we need a front door. We need a front door frame. Oh my god. Hey, you know what? I'm removing the babies. I need to get, like, front doors installed and all kinds of shit. Yeah, the babies are expunged. I need to get some front doors in this fucking bitch. Yeah, I'm about to get these kids fucking kidnapped on accident because I don't have doors or walls or anything. Oh my god, I didn't realize. Fuck me. Alright, Alright, we need main lights. Nice, we got lights. Where's the ceiling? I mean, like, we can get a lounge plant and some lounge decor, like, that's fine. But where the fuck is the ceiling? Dirt path. Touch to claim. Join group, sure. Whatever. Daycare sign? We need employees. Yeah, I just had an abortion. This is rough. Okay. I just aborted a baby and that one's not even mine. It's fucking... This is a daycare. That's not even my kid. Yeah, the building's, like, not even done. Like, the exterior walls aren't even up. Oh my god. What the fuck is happening? Hi, Toru. How are you? Oh, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the dog bound. I hope you're having a great day. Aborting babies that aren't yours? Followed. The power just went out. Did you not pay your bills? Do we have bills that we have to pay? Oh, no, you meant in, like, your house. Oh, no. Kids of all ages, huh? Oh, my God. Welcome mats. The fuck do these kids need welcome mats for? Oh my God. Hi, Zuzu. We're panicking. I'm trying to run a child labor camp. I just had to abort some babies or else CPS was gonna come take them from me. My daycare doesn't have a ceiling. Everything is crazy expensive. Shit's just going south. Everything's just going tits up. Oh God, okay, let's just get these exterior walls. The roof is 35,000? At least there's walls out here. The roof is 35,000? Y'all, the roof is so expensive. Y'all, why is the roof so pricey? Gang. Gang, this is fucking ridiculous. Alright, we got a cafeteria. At what fucking cost? Beyond me. If you buy all the droppers, you get money faster. Yeah, but the next dropper I need is also 35. Oh, you mean the Robux? I'm not spending Robux on this fucking game that I'm probably not gonna play for a very long time. This is fucking ape shit, man. Alright, let's go ahead and get the lunchroom situated, I think. Just to be able to say that it's situated, you know? Not that any of these babies eat lunch. That doesn't have to be fed to them, but... I promise I'm clicking so much faster than it's gathering these. Wouldn't a more passive income be a good thing, or is that for a certain amount of time? So you get passive income once you have kids here, but you have to care for the kids. And I don't have a ceiling. So... How much money did you get the daycare mascot? Baby, I am the daycare mascot. I don't think it needs a ceiling so my children can get struck by lightning. All right. Yeah, exactly. The might of Zeus will come after these children. He is not happy with me, and you expect him to just not zap my kids out of the sky? Do you see how small those babies were? They're gonna get fucking swooped by a hawk. I'm gonna have to tell a mom that I lost her kid to a bald eagle. And then tell her, well, in the waiver that you signed, it made it very clear that we don't have a roof. So bald eagle snatchings is a risk that you did sign off on. It's an amenity. Uh-huh. All right, we're just gonna open all the rooms, just so that I can start taking care of them one by one, I think. It's just outdoor learning. Oh, it's the painting. The whatever paint color they are, gives you more money. Yeah, it costs Robux. I'm not doing that. Legally not allowed to use the Mutt Babies money on this daycare. Yeah. Dad really had it in for me when he saw what I was doing with Mutt Babies. He said, do something good for humanity. And I said, well, what if I made a daycare? And he said, sure, as long as it gets you the fuck out of my house. So here we are. Yeah, we had some ups and downs at daycare today. Downside is we did lose little Timmy. The upside is he did make really cute macaroni art before the eagle got him. So that's gonna go up on the fridge in the break room for sure. When you buy the dropper, you have to buy a quality checker. Oh my god. Oh yeah, the trauma in that mother is real. She can't take her other kids to the zoo and without like having to completely just walk by the bald eagle exhibit. It's gotten pretty bad. I see losing little Timmy as a net positive. I mean, it did save us some money. I will be honest about that. It did save us quite a bit of money. However, we did then lose money because little Timmy's mom was no longer paying us. So, you know, kind of a downside. Anyways, I can have 55 kids here now. If I just want to overwhelm myself. Sounds like little Timmy's mom had a breach of contract. See, that's what I said too. However, the law saw it a little differently. The law was like, you can't write in a clause that a parent might lose their child to an eagle. That's just not something that's even supposed to happen. And I was like, look, what do you expect from me? There are eagles here and we don't have a ceiling. Like, I don't know what you expected out of me on this one. No, we didn't get to sell little Timmy's organs. Little Timmy's organs are in a hawk's nest. High above the sky. Oh yeah, no, the crunchy moms would go nuts for the skylight. However, the lights hanging onto nothing might freak them out a little bit. Also, when I click populate, it gives me the opportunity to populate with security. And I'm a little worried about what that means. Why do I need to populate with security? Are there, like, kidnappers here, or...? Like, I'm just a little scared. Oh, I can hire a collection assistant. Well, shit. I didn't know you were an option. Did you know that I could hire a collection assistant? And a front desk worker? Look at us. Hawk Tua. That's the noise the hawk made, spitting out little Timmy's bones at the end of the day. Welcome back, Dog Ant. Okay, y'all are collecting shit. Good. Wish y'all would collect shit a little faster, but it's fine. Alright, we've almost finished the cafeteria, gang. How much does it cost to hire a lunch lady? A rich baby. Oh, manager. Oh, I have to spend Roblox to get a rich baby? Yeah, just like life. Also, is the baby itself rich, or is it the mom that's rich? Just curious. Rice would be nice, honestly, if you wouldn't mind. Oh god, I'm trapped in the house. Oh shit. Oh no. Uh-oh. Uh-oh. I'm stuck in the doghouse. This is ironic. And the irony. I'm trapped in the fucking doghouse. I have to die in the doghouse. Do you know how stupid this is? My corpse is now just gonna be in this doghouse for all the kids to see. Why the fuck did it put me outside of the daycare? Where is my daycare? What the fuck? Why is Ducky here? I have so many questions. I just lost a whole ass building. Why is Ducky here? What the fuck is happening? I mean, luckily for me, there are no babies. Alright, I managed. I found it. Oh, look, it's a dog. It's me. Jesus. Can I get a window in? Thank you. First a kid, now a building. Look! My corpse is in that doghouse. As all things should be. Ladies, get your ass to work. Like, come on. Thank you. We cannot be getting backed up like this. It's embarrassing. It makes us look bad. Like, we don't have front windows, ladies. There we go. When you reset, you spawn on the street. Bullshit! Why is Ducky here? I have so many questions. Y'all, I feel like Ducky just magically appears in my games sometimes. I feel like these ladies are struggling with these blocks. Ducky! Oh my god. What is Ducky doing in my... Is she really dancing in my daycare right now? Bitch. You see her dancing in my daycare? Whatever, man. Why can't you buy a roof? Because the roofs are expensive as hell. Ducky's just happy to see a new business owner. Yeah. Yeah. Oh, Ducky. The funniest thing is Ducky doesn't even play these games. She's literally just here to be a menace. I think she's looking for my corpse. Oh, there she is. What the fuck is she doing? What the fuck is she doing? I am constantly confused. I live my life in constant... No, your corpse does despawn. Let me break it down for... I swear to God, if you come over here and start busting it down again... God damn it! Get your ass on the slide and go die. Slide into my corpse hole. You can do it. I believe in you. Go slide into my corpse hole. Oh, the slide doesn't even work. That's gay, actually. Man, she's really trying to get in there. It's not working, I don't think. I don't think it's working out, Ducks. Oh, Ducksters, I don't think it's working out. We're gonna buy a caretaker and a baby. We got one baby, one caretaker. There's the baby. I don't know where the fuck the caretaker is, but... Oh, thank you, Gore. How many babies can one caretaker take care of? Do you think? Oh, there she goes again. Having a grand old time. Ducky, watch out for the baby! Alright. Schoolroom's all done. Hi, gang. Oh, get the toddler room sign. Get a door in. Bye, gang. Get some baby mats. Oh, wow. If it's a caretaker and not a mother, I'd say 4. Okay. Trying to get, you know, like the mats laid out and everything. You know, get these kids all set up for nap time. To the best of my ability. I'm a good caretaker, you know? Speaking of, I hired a caretaker. Where are they? I saw the baby running around. But like... I don't know where the baby went. The baby has vanished. Hi, what are you doing out there? Hi. You ate the baby, Ducky? God damn it! Ducks! How am I gonna explain this to the mother? Oh no. I'm so fucked. Ducky ate the baby, y'all. Oh, man. We were worried about the wrong type of bird. For real, for real. Ducky just ate my only child. Oh, it's hot. Oh, it's hot. Okay, cool. Got it. Thank you. I appreciate it. That was hotter than I was expecting it to be. But thank you. Stop eating my fucking infants! What the fuck is happening? They were duck food. Oh my god. Do I have to hire a nurse? Should I get a security worker? I'll grab a janitor, I guess. And a second front desk worker, maybe? I've got the perfect YouTube animation script clip to show you, for you to show on stream. Oh no, okay. I'm scared, but okay. Alright, security guard's going out front. He's patrolling the area, I guess. Who the fuck is that? Alright, we got some bushes. Got some bushes, make it look all nice. Alright, hold on. I have to move my actual baby off my lap. I have a Munchlax that's been sitting on my lap for emotional support this entire time. But if I'm gonna eat, he has to get the fuck up off my lap. Okay, the food is so hot, so I'm just gonna let it sit there for a sec. Oh, hi Yiggy. Yiggy, are you also coming to eat my children? Or, I have a feeling Yiggy's coming to eat my children. Make sure to go to the cube conveyor. I have people picking up the cubes right now, so I hired people to do that. How do I chat bubble? I have no idea. Duck, that doesn't apply here. These are ducklings. These are babies. Oh my god. Security, kill those two. Yeah, Gore's the one that picks up all my cubes. Who is that? Is that my caretaker? Where the fuck's the baby? No, Yiggy. Yiggy, I'm busy. I'm feeding a crying babe. Yiggy, go chase after the baby. I'm being hunted down. Yiggy is insisting. Yes, that's a baby. Ducky doesn't know what a baby looks like, chat. Yiggy is like trying to run me down right now. For what? I am not really sure. I'm just trying to get cribs so we can put the babies down. The baby looked like a Lego figure. Well, I mean, it is Roblox. MTV can pimp my cribs. Yeah. I'm pimping all the cribs right now. Let's get 2 more babies. And let's also get another caretaker. Well, sometimes babies gotta get put down. You know how it is. Oh! Damn. Yiggy just killed a woman in my crib room. Yiggy just killed a woman in my crib room. Yiggy, what the fuck? That's so fucked up of you. Oh my god, this food is so hot. Oh. Do you all need a staff room to function? I hadn't even considered. I reset and spawned in my tycoon? That's bullshit. I'm gonna be the first to say it. That's bullshit. Huh. Let me get some lights in here, maybe. I mean, I don't think the staff need breaks. I think they love their jobs and they love interacting with the kids. You know, I think breaks are for pussies, maybe. Thank you for the bark. We got a arf. Get them a little bit of storage in here. Yeah, you know. Thank you for the pet also. I mean, this is a quite a nice staff room if I say so myself. The princess room is so cute. Oh, the girls' room? Yeah. Sorry, I'm also eating dinner. So. Yeah, the food's really good. It is really, really good. Tell your mom I said thank you. How do I get stuff to make myself me? You have to go to your profile in, like, Roblox itself, and you have to, like, buy things. With, like, actual human money. To be fair, I only spent $5 on everything I needed to make myself look like this. So, you don't have to spend a whole lot of money to do it, but... Oh my gosh, so hot. Ah! Ow! Yiggy, you scared the fucking shit out of me. It's called the princess room? Oh. Man, look at these kids. They're having the time of their lives. Ducky. Ducky's just in here busting it down. Who knows how long Ducky's been in here busting it down in silence for, but she sure has been. Well, Ducky, I'm doing everything one at a time. How do you emote? I'm actually not sure. Man, I was really hoping that would put Ducky in that crib. I was really hoping it would put Ducky in that crib. E-dance. Y'all heard it here first. Ducky's an E-dancing girl. It's like an E-girl, but like a dancer. You know, I still don't have a roof. I still don't have a ceiling. Which is a little problematic, I think. But luckily none of these kids can fly, and the eagles seem to be steering clear. So. You have to do /E, Yiggy. Isn't an e-dancing girl just what you do when you, bounce your model over? Yeah. Oh, it's because I was in the crib. Damn. The crib's just killing the vibe. Oh, somebody fed Benjamin Jones. Very good. Oh, and Sloane Campbell. Alright, the princess room is done. I'm out of here. Man, look at these kids. They're having the time of their lives. This makes me happy. I love being able to take care of kids, man. Diggy, why do you insist on chasing me around with that thing? I have so many questions. I don't understand. I'm okay, Gore, thank you. Man, so the girls get like a whole princess setup, and the boys are just like play toys, cribs. Good night, Ducky. Thanks for the jump scare. Why do the caretakers look like idiots? Damn! They're doing their best. Actually, you know what? This is kind of sick. Yiggy, I have so many questions, and I don't think any of them are gonna get answered by you today. I'm just waiting for 12K. Man, the kids are doing really good. Oh yeah, they do look a little dumb. Yeah, they definitely do look a little stupid. I'm gonna go ahead and take him from you. Let her go play. Not out the front door! Sloane! No! What are you doing? Get your asses inside! I can jork my penis. Yeah. Sure can, can't you? Man, the kids are not doing good. Hey, caretakers! Why the fuck are the kids out there by themselves? I have 2 caretakers. Where is the other one? Let's grab a toddler while we're at it. Oh, Yiggy, how did you get up there? Yiggy, how did you get up there? And there goes the toddler. Oh, you fucking jump puzzled it. I see. I'm craving McDonald's. That's what I had for lunch. Oh, look at the baby sitting in his little chair. Oh, I missed a whole room. What the fuck? I thought I had finished this room. I guess not. Alright, well there we go. Now it's all done. Got ourselves a nice little daycare. Oh, babes, are you just stuck in the floor? Reese Jenkins is the cool kid in town. Tessa Clark. Taylor Stewart. Oh, hi, Morrison. What's going on with these kids? Maria Sanders, the local clown. Man, we got babies all over the place. Eliza's fucking it up. You know what? We should get 2 more toddlers. And I think we should also get 3 teens. We need more caretakers. If I'm gonna be doing all that. Okay, we'll get 5 caretakers. We'll buy a car for the security guard. Hey, check out all my kids. I don't really know what they're all doing, but check them out. Jace Adams. He's not gonna talk to me or anyone. That's fine, Jace. Fuck you. I need a roof. Alright, while we wait for the roof to come in, I'm gonna just sit here and eat for a second. I've got too many kids for me to worry about a hawk getting them, you know? Morrison is trying to become a block? Alright! We are officially roofed up, gang. Look at that. And we've purchased everything on the inside. Hell yeah. What are you eating? I'm eating, it's like a teriyaki beef thing. It's like a teriyaki beef and rice kind of thing. It's pretty nice. All right. Ooh, okay. Oh. Damn. That's pickup time. And that's drop-off time. There we go. Oh, what's the security guard doing? Oh, and Eliza's dead. Again. Alright. We're making something fun for the kids, you know? Speaking of, here comes one of the teens. What's up? A teenager. Okay, never mind. There he goes. Am I just not cool? Why is one of the workers out here? I've got so many questions. Anyways, it's almost pickup time, kiddos. So tell your mommies to come pick you up. Please. Please tell your mommies to come pick you up. It's 30K, 50K, oh my god. Mommy, sorry. Mommy, sorry. Oh, and it's drop-off time. Welcome back, kiddos. Y'all have a playground to play in today. I really do hope y'all are having a great one. You know, we'll get another janitor in here just to make sure shit stays clean. No more mommy, only Ducky. Ducky's not even here. Why is this child floating? There we go. I love that all the teens just have cell phones for some inexplicable reason. Oh, that child's on the ground. That's cool. I think. You know, this is completely fine. Here, y'all want to play in the kiddie pool? Here you go. Sure, that's not unsafe. All right, gang. I think that is a successful daycare. I think we've done good. Oh my god, it's suddenly so quiet. Ultimate retail tycoon? Become a princess and prove mom wrong? Expand your castle. Sell makeup and prove mom wrong? This is good reviews. Removed Drake, deleted Amber Heard? What? High graphics, please. Oh, it's fucking this person again. I hate these. Alright, High School Tycoon. Nah. Yes, I'm definitely gonna play Dress to Impress later. Right now, I'm just kind of vibing. I like Tycoon games. They're fun. Princess Tycoon. Oh, there's dragons. I saw that there were dragons. I'm in. They said that there was dragons. I'm in. Choose where you want to live. The Sun Kingdom, please. Hire a miner. You want me to do what? Oh, okay. I see. I see. Purple Duck, I don't speak French. Just do the... my name... I'm funny. Good for you? The fuck? Buy sword giver? Oh. Oh. Oh no. Jesus. Alright, gold miner. Not really paying attention to my money. Okay. Hi, Gemma! How are you? Dragon. Dragon. Alright. I'll take the tiara though. Hell yeah. God damn it. Good night, Zuzu. Thanks for coming. It was good to see you. Oh. Okay. While that happens, I'm gonna, like, run around for a minute. Like, what the fuck's going on? Oh. Okay. I see. My sister and I drove around for an hour and a half trying to find the right key to fob batteries, and we went to 5 stores. That's crazy. Hi, Nick! How are you? Sorry. That guy ran up to me and started talking to me in French, and it really, like, it threw me off completely. I don't know why, but it did. I can't sleep. I must work on D&D. What are you, Gore? It sounds like some shit Gore would tell me. I have a sword and I'm not afraid to use it. I got a sword and I'm not afraid to use it. Ah! I just go crazy. I look so cute though. You know? Oh, I can buy the entrance. Okay, 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 okay. Huh. Nice. And the wall. Nice. Alright, check it out, gang. I'm keeping us safe. I'm a good queen. Never forget this. Never forget, I'm a really good... Horse Pins Foundation. I read that as Horse Penis Foundation, and I got a little scared. I wasn't sure what they meant by that. Game. Horse Penis Foundation. The fuck? Is this the same game? No, it's a different one. Jesus. I got so scared for a second. Horse Pins Structure. I'm trying to be a princess for... Robber powers, steal from others. Ooh. I'm trying to be a little pretty princess again. I haven't felt much like a princess lately, so I want to feel like a princess. And sometimes feeling like a princess is just running around with a sword. You know? Excuse me, boys. You can play Dress to Impress. I'm gonna play Dress to Impress when I'm done eating. But this is easy for me to do. There's no timer. I can just stand if I need to. Trying to unlock that castle foundation. Need 9,000 for that. Damn. I'll free you, dragon. Look, I saw that there was a dragon in this game, and I locked in. I'm sorry. I'm a slut for dragons, and I don't know why, but they make me so happy. Buy horse penis. Pins, question mark. Alright, grab that money. Yiggy? What? Later. I should make a Roblox game. I don't know what I would even make a Roblox game of, but I should. Horse riding equipment is 3,000. Do you think there's any VTuber games on Roblox? Buy a roof. Unlock the castle foundation. Oh. I see. Make a breeding game? I think that's gonna get me kicked off Roblox if I do that. I think that's how you get yourself kicked off Roblox. Gore, like, I'm not 100% sure, but that definitely does feel like how you get yourself kicked off Roblox. Hire a cookie baker. Damn, the cookie baker be cooking. The fuck? Buy horse. Oh god. How do I ride the horse? Alright, well the horse is stuck here. The horse does not control well, so the horse is stuck there. Forever? Probably. Yeah, that's also kind of why I'm playing, is because it very much reminds me of Wizards 101. And that's very comforting to me. I want to be in the soup. Man, that cookie maker be making them cookies. My boy be chefing with them cookies. I've played all the schools, so... Damn. Okay, hold on. I'm curious. VTube. VTube. Oh. Oh. I'm finding people, experiences. There's no VTuber game? What? VTuber? There's a guess the VTuber, HoloLive avatars, guess the HoloLive VTuber, guess the Niji Sanji VTuber. That's it? Fucking Pomni? Breed. No results found. Yeah, the game does not allow breeding. I didn't think they did, but what is Freaky Tycoon? Hold on. Oh, made by Freaky Games. Okay. The Freaky Club. Oh. Can I be allowed into the Freaky Club? I just want to get my freak on. Is there Shadow the Hedgehog is here. I'm sending a friend request to Shadow the Hedgehog. Hey. Hey. I'm a lesbian. How are you? There's no music. What the fuck? I'm good. What about you? Uh-oh, Richard's here. He's gonna steal my girl with his abilities of freak. Scram, bucko. You aren't freaky enough. Damn. Oh! It's the 2D bouncer. Oh no. There is no music in this fucking game. So we're gonna play our own. Alright. Papa the Rappa! Shadow the Hedgehog! Oh my god. Everybody's here trying to be freaky. Shadow the Hedgehog, Papa the Rappa. Wow. To me, this game is just normal. What's that? Oh my god. Oh my god. Oh my god, it's like freak cum. How do I know how much like money I have? I can't see shit. I need to have 50 freak? Oh, okay. Got it. I see. Alright. I see. I cannot see my money around all these multiplayer. Oh my god. I don't know how much freak I have. I guess I do. It says it right there, huh? Alright. Why is it so much SpongeBob? Is SpongeBob the freak master? Yeah, I know. My man's got 264,000 freak. Man, he's just built different. He's the freakiest of all of us. Man, it is so dark in here. Can I get a light, maybe? What the heck? Can I have a light, perhaps? Alright, there we go. Light. Progress with the Tycoon, you need to find Travie Patty. Find and talk to Travie Patty. On it. Alright, we gotta go find and talk to Travie Patty. What the fuck is that car? Alright, Travie Patty, what's up? I went into the freaky club to be the DJ, but they said I need a freaky DJ set. I can help. Thank you. I heard Playboy Farty has one. You should ask him. Who the fuck is Playboy Farty? Find Farty and buy the freaky DJ set from him. Playboy Farty? I said I'm not dropping the album. No, it's not about that. Then what is it? Do you still have that freaky DJ set? Yeah, what about it? You want it? Yeah. It's yours for 5,000 freak. It's not like I'm gonna drop with it. Nah, I don't have that. I'm sorry. That said buys cutely. That said buys cutely. Man, what the fuck's going on? Fucking Farty? DJ Farty? I'm just trying to find somebody who's willing to match my freak. You know? Are you gonna match my freak, chat? I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl. I've been a nasty girl. I've been a nasty, nasty, dusty. Are you gonna match my nasty? There we go. Is somebody gonna match my freak? Is somebody with a new technique? Sorry, I love you saying that this is Gore's song. I don't even think Gore is available to hear you say that, but I think it would make him so happy. I might get attached. Alright, I said I'm not dropping that album. It's not about that. Oh, Shadow the Hedgehog is left. Appreciate it. Alright, thanks, Playboy Farty. Boy. Now I can be the freakiest in the room. I got you, Travie Patty. Alright. I keep on coming back. Alright, let me up. Get the wall. I like it just like that. I've been a nasty girl, nasty. I've been a nasty girl. I've been a nasty girl. Man, we do be freaking. I like to look for song names that are just ridiculous. You know what I mean? You know? Oh. Oh, it's so loud. Why is it so loud? Jesus. Why do I have to buy walls? Fuck. It must think we're fucking deaf. Jesus. Bitch, we don't have doctors. Why are y'all coming in here? We don't have doctors. The fuck? There's not a doctor here. Y'all are waiting, but like there's no doctor here. We are not in a place where we can afford a doctor. Yeah, Gore missed his song. Sorry, baby. Go to settings on the left and maybe you can turn the music off. Yeah. Oh god, music volume. Why can it only go up? Okay, there we go. Jesus! I will invite my friends to play later. No, I won't. Oh my god. Jesus fuck. Why did it go up so loud? Alright, let's get some walls in. Fucking something. Alright, we'll buy another conveyor belt. You know, they're fucking it up. And I can fuck it up too. Ha 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 ha. We don't have windows, we don't have nothing. Why do I have patience in this bitch? Like, ladies, please. Pick a more prepared doctor's office. I'm sorry, but if I went to go to the doctor and their fucking office didn't have windows, you will watch me turn around so fucking fast. They're broke. You're their best option. Oh, that's so unfortunate. I am so sorry, ladies. I know that this is not ideal for any of you. God damn. I understand that this is not what any of y'all saw for your future. So, how about your insurance, for you to be here? You know, the doctor's office with no windows. GD Player, thank you so much for the follow. Welcome to the Dog Pound. I hope you're having a fantastic day. Man, I know they don't make good money because they are here and I don't have windows. And that's just unfortunate. You know? Yeah, I started to get the feeling that they didn't have insurance. I was hoping that that wouldn't be the case, but, I'm definitely getting those feelings. Claim my free boost. Money, please. Why are chairs so expensive? I'm currently on a rampage with this game called Granny Mod Impossible Mode. Granny Mod, huh? That definitely does sound interesting. Ah, toilet walls. Okay. Toilet walls? Chat. Chat, nobody's actually getting treated here, I don't think. Oh no. Oh no. Oh, are we like a Medicaid only kind of place? Cat, this is rough. Oh, there's an axolotl. I'm so frightened, but that's fine, I guess. We're just not gonna question the axolotl, I think. Peach, if you're not treating them, you're scared. We don't have a doctor. I don't even know why we're open. If you want me to be honest, like, we don't even have a doctor yet. I don't know where these people are coming from. High rebirth machine. Oh, is that you, Eliza? I didn't recognize you. Yeah, no, you can stay out there in that outfit. It scares the shit out of me, if I'm honest. I guess I'm making a bathroom. What? I'm not really 100% sure. How'd you get in here? How'd you get in here? How did you get in here? I need more money. Ugh. Alright. Alright, nice. Okay. We're just button mashing, gang. Why is eating so hard? What the fuck? I restored HP. Am I in danger? Chad, I'm starting to think I might be in danger. Because you need another hand to eat and game? I don't know, man. I just don't feel like eating today. Yeah, I'm not really sure. This is a strange doctor. I'll agree with you on that one. Yeah, this is definitely a little strange. I don't really... I mean, I guess I can sell food. I'll take a sandwich, thank you. Alright, I just nom the shit out of that food, I suppose. Alright, huh. I'm trying to figure it out, gang. I really am, but I'm also, like, shook. For some reason. And, you know, we've got all these wonderful women in the waiting room. However, I can't treat any of them. I don't have any of the things necessary to treat these lovely women. Oh, Jesus. Hey, Liza, can I smack you? Oh, I can. I'm so sorry. I just learned that smacking you is absolutely a thing I can do. I'm a doctor. I shouldn't be able to just beat people to death. What the fuck? Wait, no! Don't do it. Don't do it. It was an accident. I don't think I should go to Dr. Peach. No, no, no. It's absolutely fine. It's absolutely safe. There is not a single issue with Dr. Peach. She only has one toilet. But, you know, she's doing her best with what she has available to her. The toilets don't have doors. Hi, third word! She walks around carrying a sword like a bad bitch. I see no issues with Dr. Peach, personally. Yeah, the money fucking cranks. For sure. God, the doctor's $31,000 though. There we go. Toilet doors. No issues. Not that there were issues to begin with. I need 6,500 for that? Okay. I need to fucking eat. I keep, like, not eating my food, and it's just sitting here. Alright. Ow! What the fuck? That bitch had a gun! I just got shot to death in my own office! The fuck was up with that? Jesus! Fucking hell! By pistol giver? What fucking hospital is this? Pistol giver? Another doctor shot me! Son of a bitch! What the fuck? This is some bullshit. I can just get got by another doctor like that? Yeah, get me out of this ghetto-ass hospital. She just, like, came from next door and shot the fucking shit out of me. What the fuck? She was shooting me too? Oh my god. What a fucking bitch. Shooting people. God damn. I don't really know what the band-aid's for. Oh, it just restores your health. Okay. I pushed a man to fall in love and confess his feelings. I got married and I accidentally seduced his wife. What? What are we talking about right now, gang? Alright. I got a gun. Oh, you're playing The Sims. Okay, got it, got it. I'm just firing fun and fancy free out here. Cause, what the fuck? I'm gonna go look for people to shoot. Alright, Addison's safe. Found a money box in the middle of the map. Oh. Yeah, you sure did. Nice! It's like the Hunger Games. They make you leave with the hopes of getting a money box. Oh, wait. Oh. I'm able to hire a nurse. I'm just gonna carry around this gun for a little bit. This makes me feel a little safer. Get out of here, Addison. Addison, the streets don't play nice. You have to be prepared. The streets don't play nice, Addison. I'm sorry. I hate to be the one that has to tell you this. Alright. Addison rolls up, she's getting shot. I hate to be the one to do it to her. Oh. Yep, head on in. Shooting at Addison! Go on, Addie. You're safe with me, girl. Oh my god. I just found a vein of 20 diamonds. Fuck yeah. Hey, Lisa. Sorry, watching Lisa run around with her little fucking cat self, but with a sword, is really funny. Sup, gang? Hope you're having a good one. Alright, next patient. Hope you're having a good one. And, Alright, let me, grab my stethies. Treat you up. Very nice. Have a good one. Alright, we have a doctor now. Fucking bitch shot me. Yeah, I know. That's why I'm shooting her back. Oh, my undies are out. That's fine. It's a good look. I'm the doctor here. You're really gonna show up outside of my fucking house? What is wrong with you? Good, she left. I shot her ass one too many times, I guess. The fuck is the siren giver? She's back! Where? Come outside. Promise I won't jump you. Uh-huh, that's what I thought. Need a band-aid? Don't mind me. Have a good one. You need a band-aid? Oh, sorry. Are y'all really shooting outside of my house right now? Alright, y'all have a good one. God damn this fucking woman. Yeah, sometimes you just gotta shoot the patient, you know. You know how these bitches are. Sometimes you just gotta get them where they stand. I look like a mad scientist. Alright. Oh boy. They shooting again. God fucking damn it, gang. We got shooters out here. Motherfucker. Alright. Oh boy. God, I'm so cute. Where'd she go? She ain't got a garage, I can tell you that. Can't beat the garage. Alright, we don't need that on. Jesus Christ. Alright. I know I could buy outside walls, but that means I would not have easy aim to shoot these bitches. Oh, but maybe it is the right thing to do. You know? Alright. What do you need? Thermometer? Excuse me. Get out of my office. Excuse me. Get out of my office. That girl's gonna learn to stop coming over here. When I start shooting all the time. Lisa said, stop shooting. No. What if I don't want to stop shooting, huh? What if I think it's funny? What if I like shooting my opponents? Have you ever considered that that's the way to win in this cutthroat industry? I look like a hot mess. Peach, you're a doctor. Yeah! It's the perfect way to make sure I always have clients. Come on out! I'm lowering the property value, Jimmel. Making sure all of us doctors can continue to afford our bills. You know? Making sure we can all afford our rent. As the time comes. Yeah, I couldn't afford walls earlier. I can afford them now. Why are you even out? I shoot on sight. Sorry, kids. Sorry, kiddos. We shoot on sight around here. All right. You never know when I'm up there sniping. You better watch out, gang. I'll get you while you're not even paying attention to me. You don't think nothing of it. You're just having a grand old time. Suddenly... Guess who doesn't have legs? It's you. You know what I mean, though? You go from having walls to not having walls really fast in this game. You go from being God to not being God equally as fast. That's all I gotta say. Alright, we gotta go downstairs. Man, I do love shooting people, though. What you need? Excuse me, Doc. Alright. What you do is just come out here. Keep an eye on the surroundings. We shoot up! Just so that they remember that there are shooters out here. Eva, is that you shooting on top of that tree again? Yes. Oh my god. Hey, yo. There's a receptionist. Look, we gotta hunker down. Somebody's shooting. I don't know who. But those bullets were flying above my head. Alright. We got shooters in the building, gang. You know, this turned from hospital simulator to I'm getting shot at very quickly. Also, I can tell these people don't have insurance, because why are y'all paying me almost 50K just to get some medical work done? Like, that's great. Is it a hospital? All the way up there? I think that is a hospital all the way up there. That's wild. You know, sometimes you just gotta have shooters, you know what I mean? What, you trying to tell me y'all's doctor's offices don't have people ready to shoot? Save lives? I forget y'all aren't from Texas. Never mind. We always have people ready to shoot out here. You know what I mean? Like, when you live in Texas, you will always have at least one person that is ready to shoot at any given time. What's up, Liza? You want in? Come on, get in. Now you're kind of trapped in here though, so... Alright. You are slightly trapped in here, however. So, good luck on that front. A bandage and a green potion. I know where the green potions are. I don't actually know where the bandage are. Oh god, I'm just shooting my patient to death. I'm eating all the apples and sandwiches in the cafeteria. Oh, you have a good one then. You know, I need a bandage. I don't know where that's at though. Oh, that's real unfortunate. Alright. Well, and good news. Oh, there they are. Whoop. And good news, me shooting him did not kill him. You need a band-aid. There you go. Have a good one. Alright. I love that I'm also running around like this is like a crazy fucking shooter game. Like I'm like hunched over with a gun. It's very funny. Alright, we got windows. We safe up here now. Love that for us. Liza, let me know when you want out, because I just sealed off your ways out, unless you go through the upstairs, I think. Anybody in here? No? No? Okay. Good night, Kula! Fun fact? I have a feeling it's not gonna be a fun fact. Whatever it is, I have a feeling it's not gonna be a fun fact. Right. Monitor, sync. Okay. Mr. Beast hired a Japanese voice actor to dub him. That's okay. That's definitely a fact. What? I don't know what the potions are for, but I have one. Oh god. Bro. You are not doing good, Home Slice. I'm good with my sandwiches and apples? Alright. If you say so. You need a band-aid and a potion? Alright. Alright, I don't know why you just did a superhero landing. Windows is probably good to have. Bed's good to have. Poison your enemies? What the fuck? Alright. And now I just need to buy the door. Oh my god. What you need, son? A wheelchair? Oh, I don't know where those are. You need a band-aid. I can do that for you. What you need, son? Treat. There you go. I don't really know where to get a wheelchair from. You know, I'm gonna be so real. This little game's fun. I miss the shooters, however. Bring back the people who aren't afraid to shoot other people. You know? Alright, oh god. Into contamination with you. Because you are not doing good. What else you need? Man, you are not doing good. Jesus. Things are just not looking good for you, bro. I really hate to be the bearer of bad news. But things are not looking great. People are fighting for a seat in your hospital. I guess so. I still don't have a wheelchair to give to the dude down here, but, you know, he's doing his best, so. Sup, dude? Hope you're doing alright. Have a good one. Whatever you did, don't do it again. My man was contaminated. 280 for a computer. I'm not even helping my patients? No, that's actually very valid of you. Oh! A wheelchair. Helping your patients is how you get more money, though. Oh, you need a thermometer. Alright, have a good one. There's your wheelchair. Have a good one. Yeah, you really are just sitting there with an apple, aren't you? You know, I'm glad you're having a good one. Alright, I want to play some Dress to Impress now that I'm done eating. It's been a while. I say, even though I was playing this last night. Before I went to bed. Theme is Victorian. Oh god. What happened to the music? Where's the music? There it is. There it is. Okay. Yeah, you're more than welcome to join. Absolutely. Alright, Victorian. Do dark hair. Grab this. Grab this. Grab this skirt bottom. Take off the layers. No, not that. Okay. What we're gonna do... so what we're gonna do for all of these... Actually, we're gonna leave that white. But if we're set, there we go. Okay. Ooh, wait, no. Wait, no. Alright, so never mind. We were so right. Okay. Let's see. Do a gentle face. We will add a hair bow, I think. For sure. Oh, I can't also hold a cat. Okay. And then we need chunky heels. Yes, sir. And then for the umbrella, we're gonna do yes. Yes. Absolutely. Absolutely. Alright. Slay. We're also gonna do tights. I don't even know what I did. Look, it'll come together. Do white. Yes. What else do we want? We'll grab very gentle earrings. We'll grab some flowers. We'll make like a faint green, maybe. Nah. No flowers. No flowers. Okay. Oh, time's up. Okay. Boom. Ba 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 ba. It's cute. I don't like the way it layers. It layers strangely. Okay, pretty. Pretty. It also layers a little strangely, but it's cute. So I'll accept it. Right. Okay. Hi, Bonbon. How are you? All right, cream soda, fucking it up. All right, Abby. That's very cute. That's very cute. All right. Did you play any other Roblox game besides Dress to Impress? Yeah, I actually was playing a bunch of Tycoon games earlier. I actually only just got onto Dress to Impress. This is my first round on Dress to Impress. I was playing some other Tycoon games earlier, though. Do, do, do. Though, I only started playing Roblox to play Dress to Impress, so I still don't really know a whole lot about other Roblox games. It's giving, like, red Draculaura. You know what I mean? Oh god, is my fucking TV show episode out? Because I already see it trending. Oh boy. That's too basic. Bum, 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 bum. Nice fish fillet. I just want to play a couple rounds, and then I'll probably move on to something else for the last, like, hour of stream or whatever. Oh, was that you? I wasn't even paying attention to the names. Oh, I'm a glamourista. Oh. Didn't even get up there. Damn. Damn. Oh, but look what I did get yesterday. Yeah, this is the new tail. Once you finish the quest, it's got like a spine on the back, spines on the side, and it's like a sharper tail. And then you also get little side pieces and shoulder scales. You get little arm spikes. I got it last night, while I was playing with some friends. I had some friends do duos with me so that I could get it. Alright, new round. Fall, autumn. Yes! I love fall. Okay. 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 Alright. Okay, fall, 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 fall. Fall. Let's see. What do I have in here for that? Not much. Okay, that's okay. Okay, we're gonna start with simple stuff first. And then we'll just start to layer, I think. All right, let's see. Slap on a watch for sure. And then let's see. Grab some flare jeans. We're gonna hit these with an actual jean pattern. Maybe if my patterns want to load. There we go. And then hold on. Ugh. Okay. We'll leave that pink for now. Grab a choker maybe? No, not that one, not that one, not that one. Okay. Let's think. We're definitely gonna grab a drink. We're gonna make it like a coffee. Alright, we're gonna grab those. Maybe a scarf. Yeah. And then for me, I think fall is all about good plaids, right? So I personally, I think when thinking about fall, I'm like, okay, what's a good plaid for fall, right? Got to be something kind of orangish. That's a good plaid. And then for the scarf, we'll do a similar but slightly different plaid. And we'll do white under that. Surprised you aren't going for a Halloween fit? I did think about it. Ew. Nope. Okay. Let's see. Ooh, actually. We have still a minute. Okay, so I can do this. We're gonna make the undershirt plaid. There we go, there we go. Grab a belt. I'm gonna need shoes. Get rid of the hat. The hat's too much. Alright. Oh. The fur comes through the top. Jesus. The shoes are like perfect though. Alright. Alright. It's not ideal, but it's what we're gonna go for. Look, I did think Halloween, but I decided against it. My fashion isn't all the way here today. My sickness is ruining my fashion vibes for the day. Bear is cute. Bear is cute. Ripped jeans. Cute. I didn't even know ripped jeans were an option. I don't like the way that that's bleeding into itself, so 1 star. Oh yeah. Damn. Sorry, not the bots getting got. Oh, the hair's cute. Okay, 3 stars for the hair. Ba, ba, da, ba, ba. Okay, to be fair though, that's like something I wear during the fall, so that's pretty accurate, I think. Damn bots, yeah. They're pretty bad. Oh my god, Liza, your fingers. Liza, your fingers. Ugh. Ugh. Sleepy. Oh, that's cute. Using kitty. That's cute. I'm also pretty bad, honestly. I feel like I just reuse the same outfits over and over again, but with different colors. Bum 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 bum. Bum 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 bum. Oh my god. Someone did not show up in time. Peppa Pig cosplay? What? Damn. Good job, Liza. I'm so sleepy today. We're put on the sleepy fit. The sleepy girl bedtime. Bum, 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 bum. Oh my god, we're in one of those lobbies with the girls that only know how to yap and bitch at each other. Oh boy, gang. Oh no, 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 no. no, don't do. Celebrity lookalike? Ugh, I hate these. I don't know celebrities like that. Alright. Also, like, all the girls in here are fucking rude. Okay. I'm exhausted. Like, it just hit me all at once. Like, I am so fucking tired. Holy shit. I was gonna stream for longer, but I am running on fumes today. I feel really bad about it. But I am just running on fumes today, and it is not going well. So, I'm gonna go ahead and raid y'all out. And I hope you guys have a great time. I'll be back tomorrow, hopefully with more energy, and hopefully with something new that's not just Roblox. But thank you guys for coming. I'm sorry I was so low energy today. Hopefully tomorrow it will amp up a little bit. And yeah, thank y'all for coming. And I'll see y'all tomorrow, okay? Bye. Damn! Fucking bots. Get the fuck out of here. God damn. Siri bot, twist that guy's nuts.